Hello, and welcome back to the show. Today I'm going to be doing a spoilery recap of this book, so I hope you enjoy this. It is going to be full of spoilers, so if you don't know anything about this book, you haven't read it yet, simply go down to the description down below, click on the link. That will take you to a page where you can read the blurb to find out non-spoilery things about this book. But otherwise, I'm going to get right into the spoilers. Alright, so this one is a contemporary that I gave 4.5 stars. This was a really good collection of LGBT plus stories of romantic love, familial love, and self-love. The story I loved most was where the girl goes back in time to her dad's comic shop. He's kind to her even though she is a stranger, and when she gets back to the present, she goes to the spot he used to leave her treasures and says he knows that she is his son, saying that he loves her. He actually says the word kiddo, so he doesn't say son, but you know that it's he was a lot of times during the story he kept talking about how she reminded him of his son because of the way that her eyes would light up when talking about this comic called Lunatics. And he was like, I've never met anyone whose eyes lit up like that other than my son. Like, I wish you could stay and meet my son. But then when she goes back into the future, he leaves the note to her. And he's like, he underlines the word my. And he's like, no one gets excited like that other than my, and he has it in like all caps and like triple underlined kid. So he's like acknowledging that she is his kid, um, and that he still sees her as his kid and that he will always love her. And he like ends the note by saying um, that he loves her. So it was just really accepting and really sweet. Some of the stories I didn't quite understand what was happening. It does cover almost the full array of like the LGBT umbrella. Um, for a story that says that uses the full abbreviation LGBTQIA plus, I would have expected there to be a story having to deal with intersex um, or asexuality, but there wasn't. So it's slightly inaccurate if you were hoping for the full array, but there are lots of different genre, lots of different gender like fluidity and trans and um, gay and lesbian representation in the story. So I think you would definitely get that. And there was bi rep as well as androgynous rep. So I really enjoyed it. I think some stories hit more than others. A lot of it just has to do with the fact that each story only had maybe 8 pages worth of a graphic novel. Some of them were less than that. But I think it did a really good job for what it was. And also the color art the color artist, the colorist, did a really good job. I like how vibrant all of the images were. And there was even one of the ending stories brought into it religion, and it was very striking because the person was a Mormon, and so they would get taught that like being gay was a sin, and they would actually go out with their church members and like campaign against um, gay marriage, all of the while this character knowing that they were gay and then also transitioning, um, at least according to what the picture looked like. It looked like they also transitioned to male. Um, so it was like doubly hard for them to not be accepted by those that they were surrounded by, but also to actively campaign against their own community as a child. Like, I could just see that. That's kind of heartbreaking. But, yeah, there's also stories about um, sexual assault, but it uses it uses like a metaphor of a wolf as like this straight woman who would like fetishize and then attack um, people who were like in the queer community. And so there's definitely some homophobic things that are said that come up in the conversations between people. And one of them was like a woman, like a straight woman, going up to a trans male and saying, "Oh, well, you look like a guy, so I guess it doesn't really count." And so, yeah, there might be a couple of moments where you're like, ugh, but I feel like, it's accurate to the experiences that a lot of people have to put up with. So, but yeah, I thought it was really, really well done. And in my non spoiler review, I do go into depth about one or two more stories that I didn't mention here. So that will be in my week 2 Aurelium, uh, Realmathon, Team Sanctum wrap up. But that is all I have for you for this one. All right, that's all I've got for you. Thanks so much for watching. And if you have a book that you would like for me to read and recap, please let me know down below in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share with your friends, and I will see you all later. Thanks for watching. Bye!